after he made the timeout. So a lot of good things happened here.
Here's a turnover in the zone as Krebs passed that puck to the danger area in the zone end. And now the Sabres trying to work to get it out. There's Ballenstein at center. Coaching time. It's not that the game's in doubt. It's just the habits of doing all the little things that you've been working on in practice and have to continue for the next 90 seconds here.
Yeah, just keep the puck moving forward. Keep it out of your zone. Don't take any chances. One goal is not going to make a difference in either way, but nevertheless, you don't want to bad habits here. You want to build off this and finish this game on a positive note.
You don't want to have to rely on scoring 8 every night to win a hockey game, so giving up 5 at the other end is something you want to maybe keep that at 4 for the rest of this game. Ottawa pushing it into the Buffalo zone. Pinto on the ice right now along with Amadio and Craig. Cloud out there keeping watch along with Doan. Doan with 3 assists in this game. Benson with 3 helpers as well. Doan with the puck. Collision down in the Buffalo zone. Ottawa player getting up slowly, going back to the bench. It's Pinto and into home power. 45 seconds left. In their red jerseys tonight. And the Sabres obliging, wearing the whites.
Yeah, I kind of like these jerseys. They look good. Numbers pop on them. It's a good look, I think.
The Ottawa jerseys?
Yeah.
They don't pop up here, I'll tell you that much.
You're blind in both eyes, Ken.
Well, it's coming from both booths, so that everybody is up here. 15 seconds to go, and the Sabres put Ottawa deep in their zone. Fans are on their feet here in Buffalo. We'll let them carry this up.
Here in this one, and a lot of offensive output here that they hadn't seen up to this point. So happy walking away, and I bet you there's a lot of happy guys going into that dressing room.
8-4 the final. Keep in mind Saturday's game is a 1 o'clock start with Florida in town. So if you're thinking of coming to the rink or just choosing to watch at home, as the Sabres salute the crowd, 1 o'clock start, 12:30 pregame. Guys will let you know about that and more as we send you to the post-game show brought to you by Lexus on the heels of the Sabres' first victory this season.
Third time in franchise history they've scored 8 or more in a home game versus Ottawa. Yuri Kulik gets the 8th, and Levi Marilainen has an 8 hung on him in his first ever game versus Buffalo.
Yeah, and look, this was the response that Lindy Ruff was looking for his team after, he put Yuri Kulik on the 5th line yesterday, but he was playing tonight. He said that's a message to everybody. And I did say on Sabres Live, it reminds me of the 1999-2000 season. So after coming off a Stanley Cup loss to Dallas, the Sabres start 0-4-2. I got called up from Rochester, and Lindy Ruff used me in front of everybody. He says, guys, Hasek is not playing tonight. Marty's going in, and it could be any one of you guys. I can put you on waivers. I can trade you. We need to respond. Well, what was the score that night against Carolina? 8-4. I gave up 4. We still won. So, and then obviously I stayed here. But sometimes you got to send a message like this early in the season and get a response. And it was a really good response by the Sabres.
Well, I have to tell you, I was thinking more about the 7-6 playoff game.
Yes,
when it got to 5-4 and Lindy had to call a timeout. And that ends up being a big moment.
Yeah, the timeout was a big moment. So Ottawa scores a couple really short quick one early in the third, calls a timeout, and then the Sabres responds with a couple of quick ones right after that. I think that's really good timeout usage at that time, and too many times coaches don't use them.
To Razor with Jason Zucker.
Well, Jason, big win for your team. Maybe take a little pressure off you guys moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
there's Rob Ray's name right there.
It was good to come out and get that win. Obviously, third period got a little dicey there, but it was good for us to claw back and get that win.
Offensively, you guys really got it rolling here tonight. What was the difference?
I think we just worked. I think we got to the net. I think we had a shooting mentality, and sometimes when that happens, you get
Sabres
good bounces.
alumni.
Keep this rolling.
Renee Robert, that's old
Keep getting
dude
to the
school
net,
day.
Keep playing simple.
Don
Straight
Luce.
ahead hockey. You know, try to get some more momentum.
All right,
Jack
good job.
Gatecliff.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cover.
3 different Sabres had multi-goal efforts on this night. Thank you, Razor. And Jason Zucker, of course, being one of those multi-goal
We're making
getters.
Razor work a little extra. He doesn't get to run across the
He'll
ice.
find a way to invoice, I'm sure.
He'll invoice us because that's technically the post game. So, no, but look, I like what Jason Zucker's saying. Like, you know, you're not going to get all excited and, you know, whipping out the pom-poms. You won a game, that's great. Look, wasn't the start they wanted. They respond now. It's not always going to be like that, where you score on, you know, pucks that go off the glass and hit the goalie in the back and shorthanded goal and, you know, a couple 3 for 3 on the power play at one. Like, that's not always going to be like that. But there was a lot of good things that reminded me of the identity that this team is trying to develop. Mainly Zach Benson and his hard work and things that he did in the second period. That was a big part of what was missing the first 3 games.
A lot of point getters, a lot of multi-point producers on this night, and only 3 meetings with Ottawa this year. Buffalo swept the season series last year, off to a great start this year. They've won 5 straight against Ottawa, a team that has lost 3 in a row and given up 18 in the process. Post-game report continues after this.